Okay, let me tell you a story, right? This happened to me recently, and it really got me thinking. Is burnout bad? Content creators, people that read manga, people that enjoy something, anything that it may be, all of a sudden they're like, I'm kind of burnt out. I kind of want to take a break. I kind of want to hit the pause button. And that happened to me recently. I rearranged my whole manga shelves, right? And they're in like this really cozy nook, like little reading nook that I've made for myself, and I was so excited, right? I plopped down on the beanbag, ready to read, ready to, read something, anything, have an adventure. Then it started. One, I couldn't find a manga that I wanted to read. I was perusing the shelves and nothing. I just couldn't land on anything. A bunch of new manga that I was excited to buy, and it finally got here, and I was excited to hop in, either continuing a series that I really enjoyed or starting a new series that I knew nothing about. But anytime I would pick up a manga, I just wasn't interested. It was weird, man. It was weird. Dude, this is never, I have been reading manga for 2-3 years, really actually collecting it and stuff. And I read a lot. I read every night. I've read every night for a decade now. And to have this thing of I have this time, I've just organized, if you've organized, you're a big organizer, love to organize stuff. You're like, I got everything right. Everything's kind of in the position that I want it to be in. I'm ready. I'm confident. I feel good. Let's enjoy this little nook that I've made for myself. And then to hit that wall of I'm not interested. I'm good. And then that's what it dawned on me. Is this the burnout? Am I ever going to read manga again? Oh my God. Have I fallen out of love with manga? Uh-oh. Is this all this worthless? Do I just not care anymore? What kind of YouTube videos am I going to make if I don't love manga? If you've been around this channel, it's what we do here. Existential crisis happens, is what I'm saying. I was very confused. So the existential crisis happened. I hit that wall. I said, you know what? Just clean break. Hey, manga, not tonight. Not happening for me. Just watched some YouTube videos, went to sleep. I'll hit it again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will find the love. It will be back. Spoilers, tomorrow happened, and I still really wasn't in the mood. So it got me thinking, is burnout, reading manga or collecting manga or anything that you enjoy, is it a bad thing? And truthfully, I don't think it is. Because taking a break from something, when you come back to it, when I came back and after the week break of not really reading anything or thinking about it at all. I read Don't Call It a Mystery, something I knew nothing about, and I really enjoyed it. And I think that enjoyment where you don't force yourself to do something is so much greater than being no, hey, listen, I enjoy this. I have to do this. I have to do this thing. The enjoyment of just stepping back and taking a moment brings back that joy that maybe wasn't there in that exact moment that you decided, do I even really love this thing? And I think that applies to anything. Think about, I'll use YouTube, creating videos on YouTube, right? I love doing it. I love the interaction with you guys. I love everything about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I feel the pressure of every week, you gotta do a video. Listen, we expect it. You need to, listen, every video all the time. And while consistency is great, I feel like sometimes the quality can kind of drop with stuff. And me actually being on this camera, maybe sometimes you can feel the energy of he phoned that one in. He was like, hello? Yes, no, we need a video right now. All right, I'll throw something together. And is that really fair to people that actually click on my videos and enjoy my stuff? Is that fair to do that to them? I don't think so. Because if my time is valuable, everyone's time is valuable. And should I really put my effort and time into something and then put something out that I even feel like no one gets anything out of? You guys that are awesome enough to support and enjoy my stuff, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna just be you know what? Send it. Full send it. Don't care. I would much rather take a step back, get my mind right, get my head right, maybe read something super interesting, do a video on that, and at least you get something out of it. But I totally get that thought process of and it's even worse for communities like this, where it feels like you have to buy manga. You have to have this number in your title that is massive. You just feel I have 4 weeks in a month, right? Usually manga hauls are once a month, give or take. That was the time. I think a lot of people have moved past that, and I think that's such a healthy decision of like, I'll just put a manga haul up kind of when I have enough. And that's how it should be. But there was a time in the last few years where it did feel like not me, well, kind of me too, but you saw that community being like, we gotta have big number get bigger. That's a double-edged sword, because while, yes, it's awesome because manga is exciting and so many new manga was coming out and it was an exciting time. Boy, it was tough for the wallet. You know what I mean? Boy. It's not a sustainable thing. And I think that's part of, at least for me, in collecting manga, in my collecting journey, of like, no, I'm good. I don't have to have all the things every month. And I've talked to a lot of you guys in comments of certain videos and stuff, and I think a collection is better curated than just amassed. And I think that mentality is definitely prevalent in this manga community, which is exactly the healthy way to be, of like, I don't care. I don't care about the number. I don't care big number get big. I don't care. I want to collect cool stuff that I enjoy, that I'm actually going to. When you reorganize your manga, have a great little reading nook that I made for myself, you actually have manga around you that you want to read. Because boy, it is a sad day when you have spent 4 to 5 hours reorganizing all your stuff and you sit down and say, welp, I'm not even interested in this right now. And that's how, honestly, finding out that burnout or taking a pause or taking a break, whatever you want to call it, on a hobby that you love is not a bad thing. I actually feel like I got a lot out of it. So it's been a weird week and actually kind of like a cool week, because I feel like I've kind of grown in what I see as what my favorite hobby is. And that's why, hey, if you're feeling burnt out, it's not a bad thing. Take it and learn something. Because at the end of the day, having a hobby is something you're supposed to enjoy. If you don't enjoy it right at this moment, doesn't mean that you won't enjoy it later. But who knows, maybe I rambled on about nothing at all, and maybe you've clicked off the video. But if you haven't, let's talk in the comments down below. Have you ever been burnt out on something, and kind of, did you ever come back to it and like it and love it even more? As always, I appreciate you guys so much that watched the end of the video. It means the world to me. And if you're having a bad day, I hope it gets better. If you're having a good day, I hope it becomes fantastic. See you next time.